Hello, Hello, AP Stats class. This is your day 17 video. You should all be watching this during what would usually be our class period, even though we're not meeting in person. So this is an asynchronous day for you. And as you're watching this, I just want to say I'm really appreciating how you are all kind of finding all the resources that you need, paying attention to the messages that we're sending you. And we're coming to the end of quarter one, and I think we're closing really well for this class. So proud of you all for that. And we're going to keep working in the same topics that we've been talking about today. This is sort of your review day because Thursday there will be a short quiz. So let me share screen and show you what you're looking at. Okay, so today is your asynchronous class day. You can be going through these slides. You should have already seen the announcement slide, and you know the end of the quarter is on Thursday, and that you have the opportunity to come pick up a calculator this week. Please do this because statistics is so much better when we have calculators. You should have already seen some of these slides, but you can follow along with these slides in your notes and make sure to participate in each part. There are a couple of things that I wanted to just point out for you. So when you come to this slide of who has more contacts, what you're looking at right now is the sort of information that you could get on a calculator if you plug in a set of data. And we want to notice that N is telling you the number of people in each sample or the number of data points. X bar, remind yourself, means mean. And SX, that's the standard deviation. So we have here a measure of center in X bar and a measure of spread with standard deviation. And then the following columns are our 5-number summary: the minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, and max. Okay. So when you're asked if there are outliers in either distribution, that's when you can use what you know about the interquartile range. You can actually use this to determine what is the interquartile range times 1.5 and find your upper and lower fences to determine if you have any outliers. And then when you're asked for the shape, we've only talked about finding the shape of a distribution based on the drawing. So you might be comfortable determining the shape of a drawn distribution, but you can also use what you see here. Remember that if the median and the mean are close, that probably means that you're looking at a symmetrical distribution. However, if there is a noticeable difference between the mean, like here we have 122, and the median, which is 109, that means that there is something pulling this distribution up away from the median. So you could expect that for the shape of the distribution of males, it might be skewed right and have a tail that's pulling our mean a little bit up from where we would see our median. The last thing I want to point out, anytime that you are asked to compare distributions, and you will be asked to compare distributions on your quiz, you need to list all 4 characteristics. So you're going to compare first the shape of 2 distributions. So for example, for question A and question B, I might say that the shape of distribution A and distribution B are similar. They're both symmetrical. And then I would look at center. And I would say the center for distribution A, I might want to use my mean, but since I can't calculate it, I would simply say the center is near 88 or 90, which is greater than the center of distribution B, which is closer to 65 or 70. They have similar spreads, and since for these distributions, there aren't any noticeable outliers, You can use your ranges to describe the spread. So the range of distribution A is from, what's this point, maybe 76 to 102. These are all estimates, which is similar to the range of distribution B. Notice that even though these two are placed in different spaces, they have similar ranges if you subtract the maximum from the minimum. So they have similar spreads. And you could say that neither of them appear to have outliers. So describing distributions using the 4 characteristics. So if you were to describe the characteristics of F, just distribution F, you would say that the shape is skewed right because there's a tail off to the right. You would use median to describe the center of this distribution because the mean will be pulled up towards that tail. And so you could say that your median is probably near, I would say this median is probably near 80 or 78. And you could describe the spread based on the range, but point out that in this case, you would want to use interquartile range to describe the spread because the range is going to include some possible outliers. As you go through these slides, you'll notice that you have the opportunity to make your own box plot. So go ahead and do that when you get the chance. And when you finish going through all of these slides and activities, you will close out of this Nearpod and open the Quizlet, where you will see these flip cards. And you'll know you're in the right place if you see a set that says Chapter 1, Vocab and Review. You can use the flashcards and Learn tabs to quiz yourself on the information and then test yourself to get a score for today. And whatever score you get will be the points that I give you. Other than that, I will be checking Remind throughout the day. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I will see you all on Thursday otherwise. Good luck, guys.